Hey anyone, how's it going? Welcome back to Abhi on Camera, where today we're watching episode 8 of The Sandman. Before we get into it, imagine my surprise when I opened up Netflix to find that somehow 10 episodes had turned into 11 episodes. In a bit of a surprise for me especially, since I've never seen Netflix do this, we apparently got a bonus episode. You guys already know ahead of me, I'm assuming, because I'm always late to this show, but from what I can see, it isn't part of the main story. Otherwise, they would have made a big deal about it. It seems to be just two small stories packaged together, back to back. Speaking of which, since there are more frequent commenters on this series, would you like me to make one longer video with both of them, or two smaller videos with each story? If that's going to be easier for you to watch. I don't know. I hope you answer me. Now, as for this episode, however, because we're a little ways away from watching that, last episode we were introduced to Rose Walker and kind of got the setup for the next big storyline. I had two theories while editing the last episode. That one, her great-great-grandfather, the person who, slept with Unity while she was in the sleep coma, that was Desire. Because maybe it's someone else, but I was looking at Desire's eyes and they were yellow. I would call them, they might be yellow, they might be gold. I can't be exactly sure yet. And then on the other hand, we were introduced to three different spooky nightmares, including the Corinthian, who are out and about. Well, okay, Corinthian is a nightmare. Then there's Galt, who's a nightmare. Then there's Fiddler's Green. Doesn't really sound like a nightmare, but he's also out and about. And then we had that Gilbert character show up. And I don't know. It seems oddly suspicious. I think he might be that Fiddler's Green. But guess I just have to wait and see. So no more talking. Let's just get into this episode.
You have somehow dreamed your way into an audience with Lord
Chapter 8,
Morpheus.
Playing House. Yeah, somehow.
The
How
King of
powerful
Dreams.
is she?
And now you must go.
Nightmares.
I love the stained glass window, just
She's a nightmare? What would she
reflecting
want with Jed?
everything he
don't
wants
know.
it to show. That's such a cool visual.
But I have a feeling it has something to do with you. She can travel through the dreams of others.
There you go. Now I get my
Apparently
answer
all the way to my throne room.
to who you are.
I was just looking for my brother.
And your brother together.
Yes, I'm happy with that. I'm glad for somewhat of an answer on what a dream vortex is.
She's just a nightmare, right? She can't hurt him, can she?
Nightmares aren't... Oh, she's glowing. That's cool. But he's not entirely useless. Is that Captain Cold in a cartoon?
Johnny Sorrow.
Oh, I thought she was a nightmare. Never mind. She's giving him some happy
Back for more.
dreams.
The Sandman.
Is this nightmare playing jokes? What the hell? But God, he looks so familiar. Are they making a joke about the Sandman superhero? Because I mean, that costume, it hits something, some trivia portion of my mind. Whatever, you'll see. If I'm right, then you'll see him in the edit.
Can you hear where it's coming from?
What is Galt's aim?
I can.
She's giving this kid happy dreams, but what? Is this how it's gonna start out and she's gonna screw with them?
Don't.
What does he have over her?
We can't just leave him down there.
Because
Second you
she
open that
had
door, he's gonna
her
run away
own
again.
car. She could have driven off to the
Has
police,
to learn.
but she's not. Who knows how many opportunities she's had to go to the police. But she's not. So what does he have over her? It's one thing to be afraid of him while you're also in the room with him. It's another thing when you're in your own car and you can drive away. It's weird to see this kind of situation from the
Unity,
other side,
hi.
right?
It's Rose calling.
Usually our
How are
main
you, darling?
character is just
How was
this
it with the
dreaming
foster
person,
agent?
and then they contact
Well, she wouldn't tell
contact
us where
mysterious
Jet
people
is.
in the dreams and all that. But our
That was
main
made far
character
too easy.
But she did tell us one
both,
thing.
but we're more
Apparently,
familiar with the
Jed's
person
foster
she's
parents
contacting than her.
We're friends with my dad's.
There is a lovely young
Oh,
child
shit.
who wants to interview me about the sleepy sickness.
Unity?
No, it's him. Don't kill her, please. Don't kill the old lady.
I'm
What did I
not
say?
that
I thought she was safe in England.
Famous.
Now I'll have to visit.
So, I'm trying to spoil myself as little as possible. But I did see a snippet of an article where he's talking about how black his sunglasses were, and the fact that he couldn't see and kept falling over things, and I thought that was just funny.
Oh, Cindy can put some up too. She's our realtor. She's fabulous.
Thank
Okay.
you guys.
Perfect Ken and Barbie relationship. Already having a little cracks in them.
Take some as well.
You should be out, living your
Here's the
actual
thing.
life. Not
Considering
having
all that we know
ghost
about
sex
this
with your dead
world,
husband.
You're
it's
not a
like,
ghost.
could
You're a dream.
this be his...
Yeah.
I can't speak.
Needing
Is
to
this
talk to you
actually her
about that.
husband? Contacting her through a dream? Because
I
it's
were
more than
dreaming-
possible.
I'll give you the tour.
Yo, Mr. Dead Husband, if you're trying to encourage her to wake up and go back to the real world, why are you showing her the house you made, the dream house you made in the afterlife? Isn't that gonna encourage her to do the opposite? And also, I'm really wondering if she'll learn to
I
let
did my
go
best to follow your blueprints, but
of
there were
him,
a few details
or at
I
least she'll be the
just
hardest
remember.
one to have to learn to let go.
Here.
What?
In our
You just
house,
said
the way we
no,
planned.
though. You told her you shouldn't be here.
Sweetie.
What did you change?
You okay?
Yeah?
No.
What are
But of
those?
course, I have to say the little lies of life.
Is this a terrible idea?
May I?
Of course.
I've been
I
trying
like
to
that he has the
remember my
courtesy
best
to
friends,
ask.
but
I mean, yes,
don't
he's still
think
walking
he
away with it,
had any.
but he still has the courtesy to
was a
ask,
pretty
even though
unfriendly
he's
guy.
the Lord of the Realm.
Well, do you remember any golf?
I'm sure he is.
And I'm sure you're
Is there any
wrong.
way you could find out?
Why
Check up
aren't
on
you
him?
checking up
You
on
wouldn't
him?
have to tell us. I don't want to get you in trouble, but do you do follow-up visits?
Am I wrong? The foster system should.
No, I understand.
What do you mean you can't just? I'm pretty sure you can just walk in.
That's really all I came here to say.
The Child Protective Services and all that have
Thank you,
immense
Mr.
power.
Rubio.
Yes, you can just walk in
time.
being like, ah, surprise. Are you torturing your child and locking him in a basement full of rats?
Not giving back $800 a month.
Yep. That's why all
Get
the
him up
shitty
here.
foster parents
I'll
exist.
talk to him.
Easy
I'll make
money.
Sure he doesn't run away again.
No. And I will break every bone in your body.
God damn, what the flip is wrong with you
Understand me,
people?
Jed?
What's wrong with you?
Then go clean
You're
yourself
demented.
up.
That woman back there is too much of a coward. Ah, smarty boy, smart boy. Ah, shite. How does this guy travel around? Can he teleport? What are his powers exactly? Except making people's eyes like implode or something. Whatever he does to people's eyes.
Is that you?
No, that's a crow. I'm a raven.
Just talk,
Common mistake.
just talking to the wrong board.
You're real.
Technically, I'm a dream, but sure.
Shit, Matthew,
Is Morpheus
Matthew,
watching? Right now?
Matthew.
He is. I can feel him in the back of my head.
Matthew, oh my god.
Feeling.
That's why Matthew needs to be a newbie, because he can't
need him?
recognize the Corinthian.
No, but he said he'd be there tonight. When I fall asleep, he's gonna help me find my brother.
Well, actually,
the
fine.
plan. And
Matthew,
I'll be
your
around
mere
till then
existence
if you need me.
has protected
Thank you.
her. That's good.
You got it, kid.
You look good, Jed. You look happy.
How, though? How, though? It's like, are you feeding him normally while
I
torturing
wonder
him?
if I might.
That's the
have
only way
a
he can
moment
look
alone
good.
with you both.
Jed, don't risk it.
Is he still at
Don't risk it.
Elementary? So good to see you, Miss Rubio.
Smart kid. Dangerous move. Smart kid. Dark!
Hello.
Corinthian!
How can I help you?
Why?
I have a question for you. Have you seen this boy?
So she's gonna die. Shite.
I'm sorry.
Okay, fine, I'm impressed you saw that. So I don't get it. Does he have magic killing powers, or is he just a serial killer? Oh, look, just a casual... I didn't need that. I don't... No, I don't need the chomping noises in my ear, thank you.
And I would never think about any of these people ever again.
Cruel, but
Go to
sometimes
graves.
just because you're happy
Write
in
a
your
novel
current life doesn't mean that
about me.
this is the
But do
one
it
you
now,
want to be living,
while I'm still
right?
cute enough to play myself in the movie.
Don't forget to hydrate, folks. Wait, what? Cut that
Listen
out.
carefully.
Are they watching themselves on stage? Why the fork? Yo, Dream, you gonna come here help or what?
With a sentence.
What? That's interesting. Look at the signs. They're all messed up. All the text is messed up. Is that like a thing about how it's hard to read in some dreams? I feel like I've heard that before, where it's like... That is cool. Okay. Oh, this is Ken is having a nightmare about Barbie.
Our journey has indeed been long,
And
Miss Barbara.
Barbie is
Many
having
were the
a
companion we
princess
found
dream.
and lost along the way.
I'm going to be frank here. This is probably the most like basic of all dreams here.
What is it?
This battle is mine to face,
Has she just grown nice? Is that what we're going to find out?
and mine alone.
And is there a Wonder Woman action figure in the background?
I am Lord of the Dream Domain. I am. The
I'm sure he's laughing. He's even got
You're
the.
the Sandman.
He's fine.
Is
Well, that was a bit cruel, Morpheus. You could at least let her get the answers. Corinthian is here to murder the bad guys and take away Jed.
Maybe you can choose to stay.
What, you just want her to die?
Think
You
about
are
it. We can have the
dead.
life we always wanted. Dream.
Yes, it is a dream. But it is just a dream.
Anything is possible.
Just be patient, man.
Oh my god.
Oh. That just
What is happening?
went very fast. Trackabeing.com? What? What is that? That's so weird. Good, you found it. Problem is, Corinthians beat you to it. Are you pregnant in the real world now? Thanks to Rose and her powers?
But we can change.
No. We are,
I mean,
each of us.
who says he can't?
with
Wasn't that
responsibilities.
gargoyle in the beginning
Even I am
formerly a
free to
nightmare?
choose to be other than I am. You should be.
Okay, but she's not exactly wrong, Morpheus.
A nightmare's purpose. Perhaps a few thousand years in the darkness.
Oh, that's
of
creepy.
Your fears.
The shadow reaching out.
We all change, sir.
Mm-hmm. Everything
Even
has
you,
to change.
perhaps. One day.
He's already changed. He just doesn't accept it. Okay, come on, Morpheus. I'm not making the right decisions here. Can't just revert back to the way things were. Yo, Corinthian, could you at least hide their bodies so he doesn't have to see their eyeless skulls? And that was chapter 8, Playing House, where Rose Walker takes a trip through the dreams of those around her to try and find her brother, who she eventually does find, along with the nightmare, who isn't torturing the brother per se, but is just trying to give him happy dreams, because she doesn't want to be a nightmare anymore, and she wants to be a dream. Now, Mr. Morpheus is trying to say that you can't change, but that's BS, because we know that gargoyle in the very beginning started out as a nightmare. So if that thing can change, why not Galt? Morpheus is still stubborn, right? We can't have a character who's learned everything yet, so he's just a bit stubborn, and he's still stuck to this idea of trying to go back to the way things were and firmly adhering to the rules. But the fact of the matter is that he can't just go reset everything back to how it was when he was captured. He can't. That status quo has changed. You can't just erase that 100 years. I wonder if we will see Galt again, or that's it, because she looked cool, that whole spooky, creepy, not really spooky, that black, spacey electricity body. I don't know how to describe it, but that was really cool. And the dreams we went through were all very interesting as we saw them reveal their deepest desires or their deepest fears. It's all very interesting, like windows into their various psyches. And even Jed, I thought that's really funny, the way that she turned the Sandman into like a superhero for him. And like you could see the jewel on as the cape. You can see that he had the bag of sand. And I'm really sure that design is based on an actual like Sandman superhero drawing. Oh, I know I can find it. And then of course Corinthian got to Jed first, which is not good. Yeah, I have nothing else to say. I hope you enjoyed this reaction. What was your favorite part of this episode? Over here is the next reaction whenever that comes out. Over here is a playlist of my videos. On my face is a subscribe button. Like, comment, subscribe, criticize even. I don't mind. See ya.